Hello everybody, thank you so much for the support on the last video. I got a lot of good feedback on it. So I decided to make another guide, which is the slow style of katana. The slow style of katana will be mostly blue charges and making your enemy want to parry. Pressure would be a word that I'm gonna use a lot in this video, so I might as well tell you what it is now. Pressure is when your opponent is pushed to a point where they want to go into a habit which will allow you to go the safest route in attacking and defending. Now, I'll go over the charges. If you want a brief video of all the advanced moves you can do, you can check out my last video. But now let's get into it. First is the 1.0 charge. This charge is used to apply pressure that we were talking about. If you see your enemy's habit being a lot of 1.2 to 1.5 charges, this is a way to counter that and make them want to go down to throwing less 1.5 charges and throwing more 1.0 charges, or just dodging or forcing parries. But this is where you can create a situation where you want them to throw a charge, but with the pressure they wouldn't want to throw 1.2, 1.5 charge because you've already punished them so much for that they would have to throw a 1.0 charge or nothing at all. Like I said, you can hold it and make them parry. It all depends on the other person. There's no one way that you can beat somebody, but these are just examples for how you can use these charges. A 2.0 charge is used in many ways. In some ways you can use this to cut down your enemy's options. What it really does is cut down their options instead of having to parry or dodge it. This is a strong way to see how your opponent dodges or make them parry into an uppercut. Now, the real way you want to play slow style katana is getting blue before your opponent can. You want to do this because you want to cut down your opponent's options. If you're blue before your enemy, all they can do really is try to beat you and do a 1.0 charge. They can try to parry or they can dodge out of it. Now, if you get blue before them and you test it, you can see the way they dodge and you can use that. You can also see if they like to parry a lot, and if they do, you can hold your charges in front of them to bait a parry. And you can also just let go of your blues and then force them to be pressured into doing any bad habit, maybe start throwing 1.0 charges every time he comes up to you. Therefore, you can just come up and parry him. Slow style katana is one of the best styles to play right now because you're mostly in blue form. It's a challenge to play the style against really good fast players, but when the skill is equal, the slow style of katana is still more likely to win. There's so much more to the style. You can DM me on Discord to ask questions about this. So I didn't play this clip constantly for nothing while I talked through it. I did it for you to think about what I was doing first and then hear an analysis about what I was going through the fight. So in this neutral, we charge in at a safe distance, which is very important in this style. You have to think about your distance a lot while you play slow. After we see him A2 while I'm holding charge, this gives me the signal to release because it will give him, even if he crouch parries, it takes up too much time after you do an A2. After I release, once he charges, I see that he thought he was in danger. This shows that he was under pressure. After I hold again, he comes to attack me, which gives me a sign that he may not know what he's doing about attacking me while I'm charging. His best choice here was to parry, but may not have due to earlier fights where I probably faked it a lot. Then I hit him with an A and create more distance while he's charging. Once I charge and blue towards him, you see he parries right away due to the pressure from the last blues. The reason I said that his best choice was to parry, but he might have not, is because I have played with lights before him a lot. So he believes that I will fake my blues to end up stunning him and putting him into an uppercut. Hey guys, so slow style has lights in it still. You have to still throw in lights because if you only throw blues, then your chances of parry are not only higher, but they're also unbelievable to be faked. You know what I mean? So if you don't, you could ask me on Discord. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed.